The sand dunes here in Silver Lake, not too far from Muskegon, about maybe 35-40 miles north of Muskegon, right outside of Mears. So anyway, hi Nayab Kitchen, good to see you. Thank you for showing up. We are going to go ahead, I'm going to turn this around a little bit. We'll take a look at what's going on here. Let's see, anybody else say anything? There's just only one person so far. So let me turn this around real quick if I can find the, right there. All right, so here's behind us, looking at Silver Lake. Beautiful place here. Right off the sand dunes. Real nice day today, not too rough. We'll probably go on out and do a little kayaking. Nobody's here yet, so anybody shows up, I'll see if you can hear me. Took quite a bit of climbing just to get up here, so it's not easy. There's the sand dunes behind us. Pretty cool. We'll walk along a little bit. Mostly stay here though on the beach. It was quite a hike already. If anybody's ever gone ahead and walked the sand dunes, when you walk on up, for every 2 steps you take forward, you take 1 step backwards.
Can lay down here.
Like a beach. This cow, she's hi everybody. So we're going to walk on up here a little bit. Always try to take the path of least resistance. Can anybody hear me? Whoever's here, can you hear my mic? And if anybody can hear me talking. Make sure I'm not having any mic problems. You can see there's Lake Michigan in the back. Fuji, how are you? Thank you for coming. Can you hear me? Is my mic working? I don't know if my mic's working. I tried it out. It seemed like it was. Want to make sure. That's Lake Michigan in the back. We're at Silver Lake Sand Dunes, Western Michigan. Hi, Ads. How are you? No, not desert. Sand dunes. Sand dunes. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me. That's good. Yeah, this is sand dunes. It's kind of a unique phenomenon. About 2 or 3 places here in Michigan, for some reason, the wind blows quite a bit off of Lake Michigan and picks up sand from everywhere and it drops it off here. So actually, you can see, I'll go back over this way real quick. You see these houses over here? And yeah, sand dunes, that's what they are. So you see these houses over here, and they came around quite a bit. Somebody's off on a boat, she's telling me, on the lake. Yeah, it really is cool. So how you guys doing, Doug and Tara? So yeah, we're here at Silver Dunes. Now, I started showing you these houses right here. They used to be cottages, and these, I don't know which part, but some parts of these dunes have claimed the cottages here. There used to be cottages along this side right here all the way down. And I guess they said that they lost like 8 or 9 cottages that the sand has taken. It's covered them up and they're gone, and wasn't worth them. They kept digging out and they kept depositing sand. So yeah, pretty unique place. But if you've ever done this before, if you've ever been to a sand dune, like I said, it's not very easy to walk. It's basically 2 steps up and 1 step down. So it's not an easy trek to go back and forth and up and down. So I'm going to go on up this way. It's going to take me a little bit of time. You'll hear me huffing and puffing because it's not easy. So go ahead, take a look. Oh, you can see some kids running down. Real nice for the kids. Right on the other side of these dunes, they have a spot for all the sand, or I don't know what you call them, dune buggies, sand rails. They go back and forth up and down here. It kind of looks like you're out in the desert, doesn't it? Looks like you're out maybe in the Gobi or something like that. But nope, just the sand dunes here. And like I said, water right on the one side, and behind is just tons and tons of sand. Everybody hit that like button for me, please. It does help my algorithm, nothing else. Oh, they're all coming down. Crazy. Now, I've been here before. Last year we went all the way up and down, and I'm trying to see who's writing. I can't see, guys. I'm sorry, the blue writing is hard for me to see. Oh, Adventures Anywhere. Hey, Jill, Brad, how are you guys? Hard for me to see. It comes up in blue for some reason. I can read the white. I can read everything that you're saying. I just can't see who's saying it. So we are at the sand dunes here in Silver Lake. I'm going to walk. No jokes about an old man puffing and huffing, because it's not easy. Gonna walk slowly, as evenly as I can. I don't want to go to the top of that because that's going to be a little bit hard. So I'm going to try and stay in the flat areas here. Still see the moon out. Nice blue skies today. So I haven't done a live stream in a couple weeks. Last one I did was from Mackinac. Been getting some work done on the car. Oh, I'm glad you guys are. I'm glad everybody comes on by. It's nice to see my friends. Like I said, it's been better part of 2.5, 3 weeks since I did a live stream. I was having some work done on the car. We're getting ready to head south. We're going to go ahead and head on down to the Carolinas and probably Georgia and over to Myrtle Beach and then back before we go home. So that's kind of like the last trip, and then we head on back to Thailand for 10 months or so. I like doing the wide view, but they took away that option. I might have to do an orientation thing again. That's why we got on the, so if you're watching on a phone, it looks good, but if you're watching on a computer, probably not so much. So we're gonna keep walking. Looks like you're walking out in the middle. You guys ever remember the first Vacation movie? Chevy Chase goes wandering through the desert, kind of looks like this. Car crashes and he decides to go. Kind of looks like you're walking through the same thing here. Sand, sand everywhere. Take a quick look behind us so you guys can see the lake. That's where we just came from. That is Crystal Lake. So like I said, this is not an easy walk. If you walk on a real soft sandy beach, that's kind of what this is like walking on. And it's not too bad as long as you're staying flat. If you start walking uphill, for every step, for every 2 steps you take forward, you take 1 slides back down. So a little bit more difficult. There's actually, to the right of me, is an access where people can take their dune buggies and so forth and drive around out here. And to the left of me is state land, but they rent it out to a place called Mac Woods. And it's, I got back over here. Okay, you guys still there? Can you hear me? I'm sorry about that little lapse. I got back behind this big dune, a lot bigger than it looks, and I lost my signal. So I kind of got to stay in the open, otherwise I lose my signal out here. Yep, sorry guys, I hope I didn't lose you. Hope you all come back here. Only got 2 people. Hopefully I get more people in and jump on. I got to stay over here where I'm closer to the water. At least I get a signal over here. See some people up here. Man, what a climb that is. I'm not going to make that climb. That's too much for me. Hello, operator. Good to see you. Yeah, I lost connection here. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to do a live stream today because of, you know, you're out in the middle of the sand dunes, and same thing when I was back in Thailand. Every time I went over some of the little mountains, I'd lose my connection. We're at Silver Lake. Somebody walking up the highway, boy, that's got to be a butt kicker. I wouldn't want to walk back up that. Kind of looks like you're in a desert, huh? Only got a couple people. I think I lost some people when I lost my connection. Kind of sucks, but what can I do? Out of breath from walking on this stuff. It's just walking in soft sand. It's like walking on a soft beach here. So like I said, I haven't done a live stream in probably the better part of 2 been busy around trying to get the car ready for a couple trips, brakes, and had a steering column issue, so I had those fixed. They're all done now, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and then probably a couple weeks we'll make our last trip and head on out, but we're only here for a couple days. Come over to Silver Lake sand dunes, and Muskegon, and tomorrow blueberry picking, that time of year. Back to the lake. Beautiful lake over here. Got 4 people. Some people come back. I said I lost my signal there. I want to get out in this lake and do some kayaking, but another hour might be too choppy because as soon as it gets to be about 10, 11 o'clock, all the boats get out here and it gets real choppy. See, everybody's out on wave runners, and so back over where we started, by the lake. Just have to do my live stream from here. Let everybody have a nice look at what's going on. They rent everything here. They rent wave runners. You can rent a boat. You can go ahead and rent dune buggies to take up there. In the sand, you can do anything. We came by, there's a dune buggy right there. I don't know if you guys can see them. Dune buggy blast on. So over this way to my right, they have an access point where if you have a dune buggy, a sand rail, or any of that stuff, you can bring your own stuff in. Of course, it's right at your own risk. It's a state park. And then if you keep going this way, and like I said, in the background, right there, you can go ahead and you can see Lake Michigan. So there's a place called Mac Woods Dune Rides, and they take you on down that way. Let's see, I'm trying to read who I'm talking to. Sorry, guys. Oh, Nanette. Hi, Nanette. I don't know why it's in blue. The live stream, the names come up in blue. I can read all the comments. I can't see who I'm talking to, though. Hi, Nanette. How are you? We're over at Silver Lake, sand dunes. Actually, Silver Lake, and we're on the sand dunes. There's the lake. But I said Lake Michigan is right back here in between there. And Mac Woods goes in between there. Mac Woods has they actually have a lease with the state where they have these dune buggies that take everybody up and down and through all the dunes and out there. It's great. A lot of fun. Oh, a typhoon came there. You know, you guys get a typhoon and a couple days later everything's back to normal. We get a hurricane here and everything's shut down for a year. I think you guys are a little bit more prepared than we are. We don't do very good with typhoons, and or we call them hurricanes, but crazy. I'm glad you're okay. Glad everything was good. Yeah, it is. It's great over here. It's so pretty. I said we plan on going kayaking if it doesn't get too choppy, the water. We'll see how it works out in a little bit. If it does, there's a place down the road a little bit called White River. We can go on over there. So we'll probably go kayaking later on today, one way or another. Show you the beach. We'll go right up to the edge here. Oh, some people actually in the water. So for as beautiful as the sand dunes are, you think that the beach would be a little bit nicer, but I'm not really fond of this beach here, but nice area for swimming. This beach goes all the way down. They won't let you start over here. Crazy. They got it blocked off. I don't know if you can see that, but that's private property over there. And then you have to climb the dunes if you want to go to the beach and walk your way on down. And you can walk all the way around. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I can't read names too good on this. Like I said, it comes up in a blue color. I don't know if I could change it or not. I'll have to look into doing that. But all the rating comes up in white, so I can read everybody's comments. Somebody's got a pontoon boat, party boat. We've seen the wave runners out here earlier. Hi, CJ. How are you? We're over at Silver Lake Sand Dunes, Western Michigan, enjoying a nice couple-day holiday. Cal, say hi to everybody. There's people climbing up the dune. That's quite a hike. Younger fellow though, not the old people. Take a look around behind us. You can still see the moon up in the sky. That's how clear it is. Taking a look. I said back this way is the sand rails and sand dunes. The other way is that. Nice easy day. I'm not going to do too much, only because I lose my signal. If I get behind, I got right behind. I started walking, I got behind that great big dune there and I lost my signal. So yeah, that's it. So easy for the kids, not for us. I did this when I was a kid. I ran up and down and it didn't bother me. I think if I ran up and down, they'd be coming in a stretcher to pick me up. What a great place. Nice day for live streaming. And that says hello, Cal. Cal says hello. Hello. See. So yeah, we're gonna wander a little bit. All right, we'll start walking on our way back out here this way and walk through the sand dunes and we'll go on the side. We're gonna keep going for a little bit. I'm gonna take the path of least resistance. You can see how you sink right into this stuff if you don't. You have to go the right way, otherwise you sink right into it. It's like walking on a real soft beach. Just ate. Where'd you go to? ECJ, eat at home? Are you still in Phuket? And we're going to walk our way back out here. If you hear me huffing and puffing, I said it's for every one step you take up, you lose one step, you go back down. So as long as you're heading on down, you're okay. Trying to stay where I got signal. I keep looking. I don't want to lose my signal. We'll go over this way by the little, maybe we can see some of the houses. Real nice place. I said these sand dunes, there used to be little cottages all along here. At least that's what I'm told. And the sand, it's a phenomenon that happens about 3 or 4 places on the western side of Michigan where the sand gets deposited and keeps building. And anyway, I guess it's about 7, 8 houses or so got are underneath the sand, are buried underneath the sand. The sand's claimed them. I want to show you one house in particular that every year they go ahead and have to call a company to come out and excavate. They dig out all the sand every year. How expensive would that be? So yep, we're still walking. You can see you sinking if you're not walking the right way. Walking over to the houses. See if we can see some of them. No camels here, no. Nah, there's no camels. See if I can see these houses here. I'll show you the one house that does all the excavating that they talk about. There's their dock there. You're on the hill waiting? Yeah, okay. Oh, you're back in Houlihan already. Okay, CJ. How was Phuket? Phuket was nice. Not too crowded? I don't want to go too far because they got it blocked out. But you can see these houses here. I'll go just over on this side here and look down. But you can see some of these houses here. And they do a lot of excavating here to go ahead and keep all that sand out. You just see all the sand. They have to dig that up every year. They have to go ahead and plow all this out. Otherwise, the sand will claim their houses. You see how far it already goes. 1, 2, 3, about 6, 7 houses farther it goes. So pretty crazy. Now, we can't stay on this side. We're on private property, so we have to go back this way, the other side of the chains. Kind of a pain in the butt, but I guess if I had property here, I'd understand it. I wouldn't want to go ahead and have people tramping across my property all the time. Yeah, this goes on and on. On the other side of that big dune right there is where they're all riding their dune buggies. Man, it's crazy on that side. We were up there a few years ago and watched them. I mean, they drive crazy too, though. They go back and forth and really, really get going. Hi, E.T. How are ya? We're at the sand dunes here today, western side of Michigan. Take a look at that. That looks like you're in maybe the empty quarter or something out in the desert. Crazy. All these big trees and beautiful green lands, and all of a sudden you have a big old sand. There's one here, there's one north of this called Sleeping Bear Dunes, and then we went to Saugatuck Dunes yesterday, not quite as big. These are kind of the best ones over here for where you can ride the cars, if you have a dune buggy or sand rail, or you can go ahead and go to take Mac Woods. He's got the dune buggies that take you back in there. Hopefully I'll get another live stream in before I head on down south. I know I'll do a couple when I get back on down that way. I'm going to go visit my friend Jack and another friend Brennan. I got it as soon as I know when we're done. Well, that's about what you get during this time of year over in, sorry, excuse me, in Phuket is rain. Heck, I seen about a month and a half ago where a house washed down a river and everything else there in Phuket. Just incredible. Like I said, you see all these trees and everything else, and then you end up coming in the middle of this sand dune. So how crazy is that? And this goes, if the road were to continue, it'd go straight to the lake. So maybe the dunes this way here, maybe over this way is where those houses are. But they say that the sand dunes have claimed 7 or 8 houses. So, and yeah, the Phuket is strictly Russian. I know that. There's nothing but Russia over there. But that's okay. It's kind of like going to Jomtien. Now this is how far down you got to go. Who's this? The friend of mine I used to work with. So that was you.